Pickpickers and Sheep Punchers. This is JuryDutySummons. And this episode of How to TerraFirmaCraft, or How to TerraFirmaCraft, the hell series am I talking about here? I'm going to show you guys how to store armor and other large, huge items, large, heavy items. So if you take a look at something like this armor here, it says heavy, large. That's going to mean you can't store it in a chest. So let me show you that right now. So you can hear me clicking and it won't let me drop it. Unfortunately, that's a limitation in the game that is there to make your life more difficult. But there are a few ways around it. My favorite way I've discovered so far is the item frame. So let me show you how to make those real quick here. Make a whole bunch of them because I like these things. So there we go. Item frames. So if you stick an item frame, you stick it to the wall, you can take something like your armor here, and you can stick it in the item frame. There we go. And a place like this is actually a very convenient location for in case I need to grab my armor in a hurry. Right by my front door. Now, you're not going to be able to store bulk amounts of armor, but it's usually going to be in a place you're not going to be using anyway, and it's not a bad way to go. So that's one way of doing it. Oh yeah, if you right-click, you can spin them. To get it back, you just punch it. Ta-da! So that's probably my favorite way of doing it. Another way of doing it is place let's say this is a granite block, and hit with a hammer. Dunk. And then take a look at that. So put the hammer in the crafting slot, and we are now able to store big pieces like this. So there you go. You can store up to 5 pieces in an anvil. So that is also a convenient way of storing things. It's a little bit, I want to say it's a little bit exploity, but it's not really that bad. I think it's only a 5-slot place to hold stuff. It's worth noting this weld area right here, you can't put directly, but if you shift-click the item, it can drop into it. Let me try that again. There you go. So if that's the last slot, or if that slot's open, it'll drop into that one first. For some reason, you can't shift-click into that slot. I'm not really sure why that is. Probably will be changed. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show, let me go over here. These frames are really rather handy when you have something like the blue steel ingots, or the double ingots, because you can store your double ingots in these. You can also do this in if you have other things that are works in progress. So if you have, for instance, a partially made armor piece, you can store it up there for whenever you're ready to finish it. So maybe if you run out of fuel in the middle of processing, it's not such a big deal. You can come back later. So there you go. Oh, and you can store it in a forge, although I should be really careful about doing that because some pieces can be melted back down. So just be careful. Well, anyway, this is just a short little video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And have a great day, everybody.